A clogged sink and a desperate plan Madeline chased didn't have time for broken plumbing. Her calendar was packed tighter than the elevator at rush hour, shareholder meetings, quarterly reports, and a black tie gala in 3 days where her fiancé was expected to appear. Only one problem. She didn't have one. The CEO of Chase Tech, one of the fastest-growing tech firms in San Francisco, Madeline was used to solving problems. But when her board started murmuring about her being too detached, and a major investor hinted that stable personal lives suggest stable leadership, she found herself backed into a corner. Her assistant, Carla, had been swift. "Find a man," she'd said. "Just for the gala, you don't even have to like him." So while Madeline was busy trying to save her empire, her sink exploded. Water pooled under the cabinets, threatening to ruin the wood floor of her meticulously curated home. Enter Daniel Carter, a handyman with calloused hands, a 5 o'clock shadow that never seemed to fade, and a quiet intensity that made Madeline's assistants stop and stare. She found him beneath her sink, muttering to himself as he wrangled with a wrench. "You're lucky this didn't flood the whole kitchen," he said, sliding out and wiping his hands. "It's fixed, for now. You'll want to replace those. Pipes soon." Madeline eyed him. He had grease on his shirt, dirt under his nails, and eyes so blue they made her forget for a second what she was supposed to be doing. "I need a fiancé," he blinked. "Excuse me?" She held out a crisp check. "I have an event. You'll pretend to be my fiancé. 3 days, $10,000. No strings." He laughed, like she'd told the world's dumbest joke. "You're kidding." "I'm not. You're available. You're attractive enough, and you just fixed my sink, which makes you practically a hero today." "I'm a single dad with a mortgage," he said. "Not an escort." "Good. I'm not looking for romance, just compliance." She left him with the check and her business card. "Call me if you're interested." The deal. Daniel stared at the check on his workbench for an hour. $10,000. That could cover 3 months of rent, school supplies for Lily, maybe, even the car repairs he'd been putting off. But playing fake fiancé to a woman like that? It was absurd. Still, he called her. By that evening, they were sitting at her kitchen table with contracts. Yes, contracts. Madeline was thorough. "You'll dress appropriately, you'll memorize a basic backstory, and no one can know it's fake." "Fine," he said. "But I'm bringing my daughter. I can't leave her for 3 days." Madeline hesitated. "I don't do children." "She's not optional." After a long pause, she agreed. "She can come." Chapter 3. Pretend in public. By the night of the gala, Daniel looked less like a handyman and more like a GQ cover. Tailored tuxedo, shaved face, and a quiet confidence that made even Madeline's cold board members raise eyebrows. Lily, in me, a white dress with pink ribbons, stole hearts within 5 minutes. Madeline looped her arm through Daniel's and whispered, "Smile. Make them think we're madly in love." "Right. I'll pretend you don't terrify me." They mingled, smiled, posed for photos. Daniel spun a story about how they met at a hardware store. Madeline pretended he was her rock. They laughed a little too convincingly. Later, when the party died down and Lily was asleep in the guest room, Daniel poured himself a drink from her marble bar and joined Madeline on the patio. "You play the part well," she said. "I've been pretending to hold it together for years," he said. "This is just better paid." 1 day turned into 3, then a week. Madeline kept up the charade, introducing Daniel as her partner at meetings and charity luncheons. Investors adored him. Her employees started joking about her finally settling down. But something strange began to happen. She found herself asking about Lily's school, laughing at Daniel's dry humor, watching him fix more than just her sink, her broken espresso machine, the jammed window in her office, even the light bulb she couldn't reach. One morning, she caught herself watching him cook pancakes with Lily, her home filled with laughter for the first time in years, and it scared her. It couldn't last. Her ex, Matthew, a smug venture capitalist, saw the photos online and dropped a bomb at the next board meeting. "Is it true you're engaged to a plumber?" he asked. "Can't imagine the media will love that narrative." Madeline kept her face neutral. My personal life is not the board's concern, but your image is, and image affects stock. Later, she lashed out at Daniel. This was a mistake. You don't belong in my world? He looked at her, stunned. Wasn't pretending your idea? I didn't think you'd actually become part of my life. He left with Lily that night. No goodbye. Chapter 6. The Truth Hurts, Madeline's. House was too quiet. Her calendar was full again, but she was distracted. At night, she stared at her phone, tempted to call him. When news leaked about her fake engagement, courtesy of her ex, no doubt, the media had a field day. But instead of tanking her stock, the public rallied. They loved the handyman dad turned accidental hero. Still, she couldn't fix what she'd broken, not without admitting the truth. She found him at Lily's school, standing in the back during a parent recital. Lily sang a solo about family. When she spotted Madeline, she waved so hard she dropped her tambourine. Daniel met her outside. I'm sorry, she said. I pushed you away because I was scared. Of what? Of needing someone, of caring, of not being the cold CEO who can fix everything herself. He looked at her for a long time. Then, you're still a pain in the ass. But, he smiled. But you're our pain in the ass now. Epilogue. More than a deal. 6 months later, the gala came again. This time, no pretending. Daniel was at her side, not as a contract fiancé, but as her partner. Lily twirled in a new dress, calling Madeline her not mom but sort of. And Madeline? She still ruled Chase Tech. Still closed deals with a single glance. But now she had someone waiting at home. Someone who fixed her sink, her heart, and everything in between. Because sometimes, the best deals aren't made in boardrooms. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info.